What are the affordances and limitations of pre-made assessments? It is essential to have meaningful and purposeful assessments. Assessments help teachers assess the strengths and weaknesses of their students and how to meet them. Pre-made assessments limit the amount of authenticity for your students. When you create assessments, you need to make sure that the assessment is consistent in measuring results and that it is measuring what it is intended to measure. Knowing your future students will speak varieties of English and represent various forms of cultural and linguistic diversity, what do you need to keep in mind when assessing their reading skills in order to address your own biases and biases inherent in the assessment themselves? I need to keep in mind that their language contains different letter sounds, letter combinations, and how the text is structured. Educators must adapt their instruction perspectives, attitudes, and strategies that attend specifically to the cultural and linguistic differences of their students. This is in order to build on the skills and understanding that the children bring to school from their homes. What are the 5 things you want to learn about your students to plan your literacy instruction? Phonics, fluency, vocabulary, comprehension, and phonemic awareness. These will all be essential in assessing to plan the literacy instruction in order to know my students better, or to get a better understanding of my students. These components will help me plan a more in-depth and purposeful lesson. If you had the chance to interview each student in your class, what are the 5 questions you would ask? I would ask, what types of stories do you like to read? How often do you read outside of school? What do you do when you can't figure out a word? Why do you think reading is important? And what do you think makes a strong reader? These questions will help me gain a better insight to the outside lives of students and how they interact with literature, as well as finding out reading skills that they have already acquired and where I need to improve their strengths or help them become better with their reading comprehension.